Ricardo, the latest edition of your magazine, it was all about eating habits across Canada, which I find so interesting. And Canadians, we're actually really good when it comes to eating.
We're super in the kitchen.
We're pretty good.
First of all, most of us like to cook with fresh ingredients.
That's great.
That's a very good news.
Yes.
We'll buy prep food only to save our lives once in a while. But if we have a chance, it has to be healthy, inexpensive, quick, simple. And this is the recipe I wanted to do with you today.
Yes, and we're going to get to that recipe. But first, I want to know if the chefs are surprised by this. 72% of Canadians are eating breakfast every morning. Does that surprise you?
That's good.
Right? In this busy life, you're not one of them.
Does a cup of tea count as breakfast? Because that's not breakfast.
So you don't have
Can
breakfast
I ask them to do something, meanwhile?
Yeah, go for it.
We have to chop an onion and
You just take over, Ricardo. You just go. You do what you need to do.
One onion with garlic, otherwise I won't be able to feed you properly.
No, it's good.
One onion, garlic, and a bit of pepper sauce.
Yeah.
And so onions, garlic, we have that in pantry. Shrimp frozen, we keep them. Olive oil,
Always have it in the freezer.
Olives, you can keep this for months in your fridge also.
Yeah.
Pepper sauce to give it a punch.
I love
It could be
onions and
anything you like, from sambalalek to harissa to Tabasco.
Yeah.
I'm adding just, some to taste.
There we go.
You use the harissa for this recipe, but what's cool about it is that in your survey, it says that we are very last minute when it comes to dinner. So we want dinner quickly prepared, but we don't start thinking about it until about 4
o'clock. And I thought we were on weekends cooking a bit for the week. It's not happening.
It's not happening.
Maybe it's a good thing also. It means that we have confidence. Actually, people in Ontario are the people that have the most confidence in themselves in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Actually, when you ask Canadians,
that's because of years of City Line educating them. Educating them.
Come on.
Showing them how to cook.
when you ask people, how have you learned cooking? Most of us will say with mom, with grandma and all that. Ontario, it's true. But then, how do you learn? Normally with TV shows, not Ontario. They're convinced they know.
They know.
They know.
We don't need any help.
In the rest of the country, they like how-to food show.
Yeah.
And where here, if you go, So when the onion starts to, just soften a bit, add 1 can, the whole can. Diced tomato, a can. And you let it reduce for about 15 minutes just to thicken the sauce, give it some flavor. Then you can add salt and pepper. You will actually boil your pasta, and there's something I forgot on the counter, is that when you will drain your pasta, always keep some water, because it's the water that you'll use to either just give some texture to the sauce if it's too thick.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so that's very
thin it out a little bit.
Exactly.
The starches kind of help out, and the flavor from the pasta brings it up.
It will boost everything.
But this is, we're basically doing this in real time. This is a recipe you could do tonight. If you want to be last minute about it, go to your pantry. As long as you have your pantry stocked with this stuff, you've got the shrimp in the freezer, you've got the pasta in the pantry,
everything is there.
The canned tomatoes.
And I'm looking at these guys. You know that if I compare, guys throughout the country, Ontario men are the winners.
Guys throughout the country.
Ontario men are the winners when it comes to actually go to the grocery. Don't go too fast, guys. The pot will come right after the flowers. But to go to help, clean up the kitchen, go to buy the grocery, and really be helping in the house. Yeah. In Quebec, guys are not going to the grocery that much.
They're not helping out.
No, but we're cooking more.
Yeah. In Quebec.
Yeah. Ontario is the place, especially Toronto, that eat the latest, around 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Basically a lot because of traffic.
That's true.
That's what happens.
That's so true. That
Maritimes, 6 o'clock, everything is done, lights are closed.
Okay. That's my kind of place then. I need to go to the East Coast. What's happening in the West, do you know?
West is around 6:30, I'd say. 6:30.
Yeah.
Exotic food. Ontario, Caribbean.
Yeah.
Quebec, Italian. Alberta, Vietnamese. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Mexican food. So tastes are different. Quebec, sweet tooth, where the rest of the country is more on the savory side.
Yeah, I need to go to Quebec.
You need, well.
Sweet,
but
I'm sweet.
I'll never be far, So it's a beautiful portrait. Okay, kids, number 1 favorite vegetable.
In Canada?
In Canada.
In Canada.
Red peppers.
I'm going to say tomato.
Red peppers.
Tomato.
No, broccoli.
Really?
Broccoli. You see your face?
That's a shocker.
I mean, it's not a shocker. I don't know why we like to say, you know, broccoli, we don't like it. No, they love it.
It's all right.
Tonight, make a little dip with broccoli.
Okay.
You'll see the difference in your life.
Well, I mean, the kids, they call it little trees, so I can see the appeal in that sense.
And
But
there's a beauty into this. When you look at vegetables and fruit, we basically love vegetables and fruit that we harvest and grow in Canada.
That's
Potato,
good.
carrots, cucumber,
for us.
strawberries, apple. The only
Yeah.
one that's an outsider is banana.
we
Yeah.
do like bananas, and they are an
Exactly.
outsider. Guess what else we do really well?
Don't have to put it all.
2/3 of Canadians bring their lunch to work most of the time.
2/3.
That's a big deal.
It's
The
a big
thing
deal.
for me is I don't want to come to work and have this indecision about what I'm going to be eating for lunch. It's the money, but it's also the time it takes to go there, figure out what am I going to eat. Now I
Yeah.
got to go find it. Now I got to go wait in line. Now I got to come back. It's a pain.
And you will make
Just bring
about
your lunch.
200 lunch a year. That's just for yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
but normally, I mean,
There's the kids.
You're exactly everyone around. And we
Yeah.
have to think of a lunch not as a second grade meal.
Yeah.
It's a whole meal that makes you happy. And when you think of school,
Yeah.
that when school board starts to tell me what I can or
Oh,
can't put.
man, tell me about
Oh,
it.
they make me, they annoy me. It's so
man.
I'm not talking about allergy.
Yeah.
But I mean, what
Everything
if your
else.
kid is not crazy about school and
Yeah.
he knows that in his lunch that has put this extra chocolate slice cake?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you happy at least for half an hour, an hour.
It
I
does.
mean,
They're really not that much different
and
from
you
us,
go
you
back
know?
to English and the rest you have to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
who are they to
chocolate
tell
cake
us
coming
what to
from
do
Matt.
as parents?
Tell us what your
Bring me one.
Tell us what your mom would put in your lunch that made you happy every day.
Well, you know what? She was making all the cakes herself. So when
Yeah.
she was buying me, you know, a store cake,
Yeah.
a slice of it, to me was like, wow.
Yeah, she put cake in
We
there.
are on top of things now.
Cake. Well,
We are, you know.
A lot of Quebecers will understand this, the half moons and the Joe Louis.
I didn't want
Why
to
didn't
say
you
it.
just say it?
I-
Just say it. We
but
all
you know-
know it's a
Good times.
Quebecois
So
tradition.
half moon is it's either chocolate or vanilla.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Chocolate. It's never vanilla.
Oh, we know
Genoise
all
cake.
about it.
Oh, you don't want to
Always
know about
chocolate,
it.
Always chocolate.
Yeah.
But all
that's a
that
nice
to say
treat in
that
your lunch.
it's a really nice thing. So when you
Yeah.
think of lunch, you see, he knows where he's going.
So we're going to put this recipe on cityline.ca.
Yeah.
I know we
Looking
only
good.
talked about it a little bit, but it's really that easy. Like,
So
I
in
love
20
that.
minutes, because this is the average Canadian is looking for 20 minutes prep, 28,
it. That's all
half
the
an
time
hour
we've
to
got.
eat, and about 5 to 7 ingredients.
Right.
So you know that it's inexpensive. This will cost you about $2.50 a portion.
Good.
So I mean, you can afford it, and you will have leftovers for
Yeah.
the next day. That's important.
One thing I will say, though, is put down the phones during dinner, because apparently we're very
boy.
distracted while we eat.
5% of Canadians are over
them
the phone.
down.
What do you do on the phone when you're having?
No, they're
meal?
not talking on the phone. They're like this.
No, talking also.
They're reading. They're reading.
Toronto are even texting while they have
Yes.
breakfast. The rush city.
Yeah,
We
I
have
know.
to learn to live how the Maritimes
we're
does.
on the hustle. We're on the hustle.